Hello? It is I. Um, this is not a video, like real life, but it's a recording. But we're back on track for now. I say for now because I'm not sure if I will fall in a dip again, but rock bottom is my current objective right now. And I try to just come up here and talk without a script because I feel like a script is like kind of artificial. But I don't know. I just feel like this EP that I'm going to drop very, very soon is gonna have a little bit more emotion and realness than what it was gonna be, because I really, quite literally, went rock bottom again. Um, I didn't rise from it as strong as I did the first time, but I was very low, and I was very hurt, and I was processing a lot. And it's all because I started that rabbit hole. And, truth hurts. And it sucks. But, I got over it. I think there's a little bit more that I need to, there's a lot more I need to find. And I really want to search for. So I will continue the chapter, the journal of the rabbit hole. But, just last night, I made the discovery while doing the rabbit hole journal. For the longest time, I always thought I failed school. For the longest time, my parents thought they failed me. And honestly, talking to my mom just earlier today, that is not the case. I found out last night when doing it. It's not necessarily that I failed school, but rather school failed me, because they didn't honor the 504 that I had. They didn't held me back when they know they should have. They did move me on because they did not want to honor the 504 plan, and they did not want to deal with me because I guess I was just such a hard time for them. And being in that entire district the entire time I was there, and never actually spending any semesters in high school or middle school. I can only name 3 Greek teachers from that entire district from 4th grade to dropping out way too early than any kid should. But that doesn't mean I didn't get education. My mom tried her damnedest to teach me at school, and I think it was like one of the first times that I realized now, she let me be curious because she knew it was harmless and she knew it was good for me. So like with the bowling, I'm a big bowling head. I love bowling. I love the drilling and the pro shop part of drilling bowling balls, and she let me just dive deep into the behind the scenes of bowling, and like the numbers, and that's where I got my math, that's where I got my geometry, that's where I got my algebra. I don't fucking know, because I now know how to read a ruler because of that. I know how to read fractionals on a ruler. I know angles and certain things there because of the pitches in the bowling ball. And then also I kind of learned more about at that time I was really into astrology, and I think that's kind of where I get my spiritual beliefs from. It's because of how much I love the universe. But that's where I learned more about astrology, and that's where I kind of got some of my science from, because I learned the periodic table and stuff like that. So, I mean, and I told her, Mom, you did not fail me. You know, am I not a great person? Am I not in a, bad mental state? Am I not, a great son? I mean, I didn't tell her those things, but that's what I was thinking. And I know she knows my ability, of what I'm capable of getting stuff done, getting my desires in a quick time, because she's seen me do it so many times where I had to work by myself. I had to figure it out by myself, and that's just who I am, and that's why I'm so independent. It's not because she couldn't help me. I mean, it was kind of like because of school. How there wasn't enough of the right people to teach me, and so I always had to figure out my way of learning, and that's why I'm kind of fear teachers, but I also desire to be an apprentice to a kid, or I have desires to be a teacher to someone younger than me, or just even be a father figure, because I would want to teach a kid the way I would have been taught, like the simple way. If I were to become a teacher or an apprenticeship or someone that gets looked up to, I would teach them, and I would give my wisdom, and I would give everything in simplicity, because that's what I needed to learn. That's how I needed to be taught, with simplicity. The way they were doing it, I knew it was bullshit, dude. It didn't serve me, and I kind of have more clarity that I fought my parents, that I didn't want to go to school, not because I was spoiled, but just being in that environment was so unhealthy for me, more than I realized. And I fought like hell to get out of there, and I did. And messed up relationship with my parents at that time, but the point is that it's better now, and they know me more than they did then. And that's what we should be looking at, is who we are now and not who we were. And there's so many people that still hold on to who we were. That's not right. That's not fair. But I have clarity. I have a lot of weight off my shoulder, because it's not my fault. It's not my parents' fault. My parents did not fail me. I did not fail myself. It's just the negligence of a very bad school. And that's where we're at. And that was just one part, or some of the parts, just accepting disabilities. Yeah, I have them. Okay. Autism, ADHD, dyslexia, OCD at times. There's just I got a whole gauntlet. And if you came across me and you didn't know who I was, you wouldn't even really notice, unless you know those kind of disabilities, and if you've been around them, you can notice the quirks. But that doesn't make me. Is that really what makes me less? Is the quirks and the things that I tend to do when talking to people? I don't think so. People just like to use those to bring me down, and for so long I believed it, and it did bring me down. But now that I'm aware of it, they can't hurt me no more. I can't hurt myself because of it. So, I just have it, and that's what people need to know. I just have it. It's not a disease. It's, I'm not a freak. I'm not a baby. If you just, you treat me normal, that's all I could ask for. Is I'm just a human being. But there's a lot more that I need to uncover. I'm still here, and I'm back to work. Plain and simple, I'm back to work, and I'll be back on YouTube soon. I getting things straightened out. Everything is slowly but surely falling into place. I am here. We're gonna get going real soon, so stay tuned. Love you guys, and yeah, goodbye.